Hello everybody, welcome to the United Stands. I'm Mark Goldbridge and this is a Here We Go. Andre Onana to Trabzonspor, confirmed in the last few minutes by Fabrizio Romano. Goodbye to Pratman. Goodbye to Andre Onana. We wish you well. Your time at Manchester United has not been short and sweet. It's been long and painful, almost like constipation. But ultimately, the end is satisfying and we can flush this terrible transfer down the toilet and forget about it. And after time, the smell will disappear and hopefully we will leave all going our separate ways in a very positive way. Because, look, there is no doubt that Andre Onana is a character and, you know, it's not gone well at Manchester United like it hasn't for many goalkeepers before. But after 2 years, I do think we have the right to say it's been an absolute shambles of a transfer. And whilst we have no knowledge of Andre Onana, the person, or anything like that, and we must not judge that, we can judge the goalkeeper, and he was bloody awful. We can say that inexplicably there was a movement to remove David De Gea from Manchester United Football Club, and some fans were part of that movement. They decided at the club that they wanted to remove one of the best shot stoppers in the world to bring in somebody who couldn't stop a bloody feather. And you know what? We've paid the price of that. It was an incredibly terrible decision. And it's not really Andre Onana's fault, you know? It's not. You look at the people who were responsible for that, and I can say it now, it's been done, because it'd be unfair to say it if Onana was still going to be here. The people responsible for that deal, I don't think that any of them are actually at the club anymore. CEO, director of football, manager. But it was an absolute stain on this team and football club. And it was the treatment of De Gea was disgusting. And the replacement was not just naive. It was pure incompetence. Like, I did not know everything about Onana. And I think nobody knew everything about Onana unless they were watching him week in, week out for Inter and Ajax. But what I couldn't believe was just how bad as a goalkeeper he technically is. This is not a confidence thing. I've seen goalkeepers at Man United struggle with the enormity of the job. But this is a guy who literally palms the ball back into danger. These are basics that a goalkeeping analysis or a manager should have seen. And, you know, his inability to get down to low shots because he's too, you know, muscly on his shoulders. His inability to come for crosses. I mean, we went and bought a goalkeeper who is basically just not very good at the most important thing, which is shot stopping. So this is a real step forward for Manchester United. Now, look, he won't be playing for Manchester United again. This is part of, on the 8 o'clock show, we're going to be talking about this Amarim clear out. I've got all the data for the average time that people have stayed at this football club. But yet again, it's another player who after 2 years is leaving Manchester United. Anthony, all right, he got an extra year, but he was on loan for, 6 months of that. Rasmus has gone this summer as well. And maybe this is a change for Manchester United of policy to remove the problems as quick as we can, or remove the players that aren't going to be part of the solutions. So, look, it's a real positive. I'd much rather be in a position where Le Mans comes into the club and is challenging Binder than coming into the club and trying to dislodge Onana, who is on such big money. I think it's a bigger step forward to the club to remove Onana. Apparently he's going to earn good money. Chris Wheeler has said that he'll get a pay rise on his current 120k a week deal at United during his season-long at Trabzonspor. That's probably because of the tax laws over there. And remember, I think Onana's contract was 140k, but probably because of no Europe. That would be a good thing. Dotto says, I'm going to miss him. Why are you live so early? He says, no, there's still an 8 o'clock show. We've just got a Here We Go for Onana. I don't intend to be live for that long, so get your comments in. But yeah, look, I think this is another pat on the back for the club and for Amarim. We all saw that Grimsby game. Some of us threw, gaps in our fingers, but it was painful. That should never have happened in the first place. He should have been gone in the summer. And there is this pretense that United were going to stick with Onana for another year. And the Grimsby result made their mind up. No, this is just really unfair. Really unfair. And Amarim and Wilcox wanted Onana out from March, as we reported. Onana decided that he wasn't going to leave and that he was going to fight for his place. And you can't force a player out like we've seen with Casemiro. So United was sort of in a difficult position. And I think Amarim couldn't wait for the start of the season to drop him and show him that, look, you don't decide, you get a second chance at this football club. We saw it with Rasmus as well. I think Rasmus really wanted to stay and Amarim didn't put him in the matchday squad and Rasmus got the message and he left. And with Onana, I think, he has ultimately got the message